watched this video with this lady on YouTube. I think she's on YouTube and TikTok. She was just explaining how her husband left her for a random woman. They were married for like 7 years, and he left her for a random woman and moved somewhere else and left her with, I think, is it like 2 or 3 kids or something like that. And I was just like flabbergasted because I'm like, that's crazy. But at the end of the story, she said that her mother did the same thing to her. Her mother left her when she was a kid, or I don't know how old she was, she did not say, but her mother left her and ran off with some random guy the same way. She said people was telling her that she should have gave him full custody of her kids, but she cannot do that because she know how it feels to be abandoned. And I was just like, in my mind, I'm like, it's crazy because a lot of people don't see that those things could actually be generational curses. Like, it's so crazy because sometimes we see things happen in our family, or we see patterns in our family, and we think that's normal, but really it's a generational curse, and is something that could be broken. That's why it's so important to pray and fast and have a relationship with God, because when you fast and when you have a relationship with God, God will actually reveal these things to you. God will open up your eyes to a lot of these generational curses, because sometimes we think that cycles is normal and these things is normal to happen and things like that happen all the time, but really sometimes that's actually a spirit that's going through the bloodline, a spirit of divorce, a spirit of abandonment, a spirit of rejection that's traveling in the bloodline that needs to be broken. A lot of people think those things are normal and life happens and things happen and that's just life, but long story short, it's important for us to fast for God to reveal these things to us and to like actually give us revelation on these things, that we could actually use scriptures and pray against those things to break the cycles, break the curses, and break those things from going on to the next generation. It's a spirit that's traveling through the bloodline that wants to go on to your kids, and we as believers have to break it by the blood of Jesus. We have to break it by prayers and fasting. If you see more than one people is having divorce in your bloodline, more than one addiction in your bloodline, this one is addicted to this is addicted to that, and I had to learn that too. The spirit of poverty, spirit of delay, those things is not normal, and that's one of the things that God is opening up my eyes to. I've been having dreams of me seeing things that came from all the way back, and then it transferred to me, and now I want to go to my daughter. When you see a negative pattern that keep on happening in your bloodline, and you see it keep on going on to generation and generation and generation, it's a spirit that's causing destruction, and it's a spirit that can be broken. Is a pattern that can be broken, not only by work but also by the blood of Jesus.